Coming to you live from Havana, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon, and this is Neville. I'm out here playing some solo games in the game room tonight with the corgis out with me. Hi, Neville. It's a little late. They're pretty tired. There's another one down on the floor, too. I'm about to set... Yeah, there you go, buddy. Mwah. I'm about to set him down, but if you hear what sounds like the sound of corgi toes clip-clapping around a hardwood floor in the audio of this video, that's exactly what you're hearing. I can see that they've already messed up my board here. I am finally, after there's dog hair on here too already. Neville, you were up here for like 10 seconds. Anyway. Hold please. All right, took care of that. Anyway, I'm here tonight with my beer by myself to play Under Falling Skies. This is going to be the second part of my campaign, although I've played it through a couple times as standalone also. So we're still in chapter 1 of, I think a typical campaign is 8 parts. And I am defending Havana, Cuba, from the invading aliens this time. Last time, we defended Montreal while letting... I can't remember what other city we were choosing between, but each step of the campaign always makes you choose between 2 kind of city scenario combos and choose one to defend, and the other one just gets destroyed. I think maybe... Was I supposed to write that anywhere? I don't know what was destroyed last time. I'll check that later. Today, as I was setting up the game, I got to choose between Havana or Mexico City. Chose Havana. So let's take a look at, actually, there's kind of the scenario that goes with it. I have not looked at it yet. So the extra wrinkles to what our campaign setup here will have for us in Havana, we are going to find out together. Let me, before I switch to the tabletop view, suggest that you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. That's the only way to help Optimal Play grow and thrive, and so appreciate it if you did. All right, here we go. Here's the board. It's crazy because this board is so long, like you can't even see the mothership really for now. I always have to zoom the camera way out, but hopefully this is still pretty readable. I think you can still see what's on the dice. It's worked okay in the past. Okay, so Havana, we know a couple things. We know that its ability is pretty unique. It says, whenever you remove a worker die with no effect, you can install an exhausted robot with the same value in its space. When you use a robot die, remove it. So that right there is going to greatly diminish the appeal of using the robot rooms because robots are one-time use. But it means that anytime I want, I could put a worker into a room and essentially save it for a future round by replacing it with a robot. So that's potentially really powerful, because if I get like a good gun number but I haven't lined up the explosions yet, that kind of thing, I think that that could be really good. And then I also know that I have Clinton Harper, the pilot, on my side here. So these characters always have a once per game ability. I can shoot down one enemy space on an explosion space once. So seems good. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, our little scenario here just says, help is on the way, as the ships attack some sort of military bunker, it looks like. So what do we have? Reinforcements. Hey, that sounds good. The defense forces in this city are short-handed. Try to hold on, reinforcements are coming. The setup is to shuffle all 6 numbered tokens. They're numbered 1 through 6. Shuffle them and place them in a face-down stack atop one of your gray dice. Wait, what? Okay, so the gray dice are the basic worker dice. We're going to shuffle them all, put them in a face-down stack on top of the die. This actually might be the first time that I've ever had a board game instruct me to balance something on top of a die. I'm sure some dexterity game or something has done it, but you don't usually have, whoops, saw a number, let's reshuffle. This is easier said than done, especially while talking to a video camera. Okay, they're all stacked, shuffled, placed on top of a gray die. My theory is that this means that I will only have, there it is, 4 dice available until I somehow get through that stack. Let's see. The rules. The die end of the stack is not rolled or placed. Instead, at the start of each round, turn up the top token. After placing the other 4 worker dice, all ships in the column with no worker die descend the amount shown on this round's token. Resolve effects as though they were moved by a die. The tokens run out after 6 rounds. Reinforcements have arrived. From then on, you roll and place all 5 dice as normal. Note if for some reason more than one column is without worker dice at the end of the dice phase, the token moves ships in only one of them you choose. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, brutal. Okay, so one die is off limits, and it's gonna randomly draw a numbered token, and it's going to move the enemy ships as if I had placed that number, but with no benefit to me. This sounds rough. And then I'm playing this on a threat level 2, and I randomly decided which parts of the sky would be the threatening ones, and it's the top half of the alien trajectory. So it looks like they're going to do a lot of pushing back the excavator. So I really am going to need to be moving that forward. Speaking of which, let's start with that on the board. We need our starting research here at the bottom, rather. It's not only been a little while since I published a video of this, it's been a little while since I played it, so hopefully I'm not too rusty. Energy's going to start at 2, and damage is going to be full here. Alright, so I guess I'm only rolling 4 dice, and half of them now cause the others to re-roll. Yikes. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to even excavate. Don't you have to... Oh, no. For a second I was thinking you had to excavate by putting a die on a blank space, but that's not true. Just anything past the excavator. Okay, so all that I have available right now is a gun at -1 value and cost energy, research costing 2 energy, and some energy with 2 dice but -3. That seems like it's going to be practically a must, though, in this first round to get my energy up. So let's roll some big numbers to throw there. That's going to be the plan. When do we reveal this? At the start of each round, turn up the top token. Okay, so the first token is going to be a 5. The column that I don't put a worker in is going to advance the ship 5. And right here I can see that like that would put the middle on a nice, pretty juicy explosion space. So I'm leaning towards the middle. There's also not a good spot to put that. That feels like the right call. But let's see what we get. 2 gray 3s, a white 4, and a 2. Well, none of these are great. I think I wanted high numbers across the board. I was okay with some movement of the aliens, and I didn't really have much use for the low numbers. So I might just put my largest one into the energy room and re-roll the rest since it's a white die. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to place a 4 here. Move this ship down 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. And re-roll the rest since we placed a white die. Okay, a 5, a 4, and a 2. I know that we can destroy the middle ship if we do fire the guns this turn, but yeah, it's probably not a priority. I like the 5 on research, because that gets us 2 spaces, the 2 and the 3. Costs us energy, but we should be filling in that other slot and gaining energy. Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put the 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reroll the other 2 dice since we placed the white one. A 3 and a 5. Okay, no more rerolls. These are what we're using. So I think I like the 5 on the left side to excavate 5 spaces ahead, because this ship will move down 5 and just kind of not be able to shift over a row. Seems pretty good. So I'll put that 5 there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that leaves me with a 3. Oh, wait, and I was looking at the guns, but I guess I'm not firing the guns this turn. The 3 is going to go here in the energy slot, moving the ship down 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now, after placing the other 4 worker dice, all ships in the column with no worker die descend the amount shown on this round's token. Resolve effects as though they were moved by a die. So we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's sitting on a juicy spot, but we're not firing the guns at it because we only have 4 dice. That's what happens sometimes. Okay, I've done the first placements. I guess the other decision to make here is would I rather not resolve one of these workers to leave a robot there? I think I definitely want the energy, so let's do that first. So it's 7 minus 3 is going to be 4 energy, putting me up to 6. Also, I don't think that there's any, I'm not even sure if it's considered a worker die when it's placed for excavating. I guess it probably is, but I don't know what it means to put a robot there, so I'm not going to bother. I'll spend energy to go ahead and excavate. 5 spaces. Okay. Then, the one option is I could leave a robot in this research space, but I can't really think of a reason to. It's a long while before the mothership push. Like, one reason too would be to kind of bank some research that the mothership can't push backwards, but it's not going to for a while. So I don't think I'll do that here. I think I'll just use the 5, spend the 2 energy on it, and go 2 spaces up the research track. Okay, for only having 4 dice, I'm pretty happy with that. So this 5 is done. We're gonna go into a new round. Oh, after moving the mothership, which does push the excavator back 1 space. Annoying. Okay, then I am going to reveal a new number from on top of the worker die. It's a 2. Okay, so the column I don't put a die in moves 2. And looking at it here, the left or rightmost column would land them on an explosion space. Okay. A gray 6. That's pretty sweet. And then white 2 and 3, and also a gray 2. So this research space now only costs 1 energy and has a -1 on it, meaning a 6 there would move me up 3 more research spaces. 1, 3, 1. And a 6 would go... okay. I think it'll move the ship to the right. I think that's likely to be the move, but I think I want to wait until I decide what else I'm doing. Because moving it over to the right is scary. The sequencing here is the best and most aggravating thing about this game. Like, I don't want to do this first, but I can't see anything else I want to do with my other gray die. Well, okay, you know what? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now if this moves over to the right and the right column moves down 2, whether it's because I put a 2 in that column or because the, what am I saying? Because that's the unused column under the reinforcements rules, they would both move onto explosions. And so that seems good. I'm gonna just I'm gonna do that. Okay, so 6 on the research room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This moves over, and now a 2 will move them both down too, which I could place, but there's not really not really a 2 I want to put in that column. So probably I'm gonna leave that, the unused column. Meaning I've got, like, essentially I can attack here, and I could either attack here, or I could go anti-air or put a die here, and then I probably won't need to attack with both rooms, but I could take advantage of the robot rule, putting it there, not spend the energy right now. I think that works. I'm gonna put the 3, geez. I don't like the 3 in either of these rooms. It would, again, cause this to... Well, I guess a 2 is almost as good as a 3. I'm going to put the 2 here, moving this ship down 2. Reroll these dice and hope for a good, like, 4 or 5 would be great to put in this left part of the room. Oh, 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is terrible to put there. 6 puts it on a mothership space. Oh no. All right. Well, here's what we do, I guess. Put the 6 in this column, and I could either do anti-air to move the ship onto a 5, or I could put it in this weapon room and make it a robot. It's probably worth it. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna. Sometimes I think I get too perfect about trying to blow up every ship when it's fine to take some damage. Like you're not scored in this game. So, okay, so I'm gonna put this here, moving the ship down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna re-roll this gray die, and I'm hoping it's a nice big number because I want to be able to blow up this 6. But we'll see. It's a 6 again. Fuck. Is it worth moving? Is it worth moving the mothership? Right? It's going to move down 6 spaces. Yeah, it would move the mothership to get that shot off. It doesn't feel worth it. The other thing I could do with that die is I could put it over here, but a 6 would go. Okay, that's safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, okay, it's not the end of the world to put a 6 over here and excavate with it, or it could even go here. But then I'm not blowing up anything. Brutal. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna put the 6 here. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That moves over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've not blown up a single alien ship yet this game, as I am a perfectionist and line up this board. And that's real scary. But what I can do as I move into the rooms phase is deploy a robot here for later and a robot here for later. It's only a 2, but still it helps me use that room if I can throw a big number in the other side. And then I can spend 1 energy to excavate to this die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can spend 1 energy, so I'm going to need more energy next turn, to research for 6 minus 1 is 5. 1, 3, and 1 is 5. So I love how the research track is moving here. It's off to an early start. What I don't love is the ships not being more dead than they are. I just realized I forgot one thing. Which column did I not put a die in? It was this column. So I should have moved this column 2. And it just bumps into its friend. Okay. Okay, well, we will unexhaust the robots. Go into a new round, I guess. After the mothership moves, that is, which is going to spawn 2 white ships. They're going to go here and here, since those are the ones furthest forward. Man, alright, well, for the new round, the unused die is going to move its ship 6, or move its column 6. Woof, okay. Don't love that. That's not good for either of the white ships, at least not to line them up with explosions. It's not good anywhere. We don't like that. I don't see a single place that I'm like reasonably happy to take a 6, so. Cool. Let's do it. What the? Are you seeing this? This die landed on its corner. This is like, I gotta take a picture of this. I'm gonna, hold please, look at this. It's literally, it landed on its corner. I gave it a normal roll. I've never seen that happen in my life. That's wild. This is a neoprene like table topper. Alright, I'm just gonna I didn't even pay attention to the other results. I'm just gonna re-roll them all. Okay, they all seem to have landed in a relatively normal position. Okay, well, So I've got a 6 minus 1. I can either attack 5 this turn with this, or I could fill in this double room. And fill in the double room and do a bigger attack. The attack values on the boards that I have right now only go up to 6. It's not like because some of the board, depending on what threat you get, sometimes you have like an 8 on there. Not the case here. I think that the 6 is likely enough, which means I'm just spending 1 energy on it. So I do need to get energy this turn. I think I want to use a white die and re-roll pretty quickly. Are there any places that I'm happy using a 5? Maybe here? So a 5 in this column moves it onto an explosion, which is perfect. I could put that 5 and use this gun after all. But I could also research for 5 minus 1, 4 for free, or I could excavate 3 spaces with a 5 in that column. I'm getting pushed back 2 again, so I want to keep that excavator moving. Yeah, I think I'll just put a 5 in the research. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I have these 3s and another 5. Do I want another 5? I really would like 1s here. Oh, but the problem is I want that oh, I have an energy room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could... This ship will get me the next turn. But I could put a 5 there now, take a damage later. It would put the white ship onto an explosion, and it would give me 5 energy in this energy room with no minus. I think that's the play. I'm doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That ship at this point, I think, is inevitable to hit my base. But it's going to be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that white ship is on an explosion. Okay, so now I have 2 white 3s. I want 2s and 1s in these columns. And then one of them has to be a 6. I think I want that 6 to go in the middle. Right? Because it's safe. And I really want 1s over here. But one of them's just going to have to take a 3. So like the rightmost column, I probably just need to throw a 3 in here somewhere. Oh wait, or 2 anti-air. Yeah, let's look at that. Let's put a white die in the anti-air. Moving this down 2. Seems pretty good. Yeah, okay. And that re-rolls this white die. Oop, that was a... Oh yeah, no, that was a 5. That didn't get knocked. I rolled a 5. It's got to go in one of the right 2 columns. I would just take damage from this one if I put it in column 4, but it would line up a white ship to be killed. That's a decent trade-off. Or the rightmost column, it would try to move over and fail, so nothing would really happen there. Yeah, I think I've just put it here. This ship is going to hit me. I take a damage. This ship will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. We like that. And I can research with that, or make it a robot to research later, whichever I want. I didn't excavate. That's the worst part of how this round played out, but I guess I'm good with it. Okay. So, ending the round with this ship moving 6. Jeez, that's 2 more damage that is looking inevitable. That's really scary, with another damage coming from the mothership track, unless I get the mothership to move over it more quickly. Okay, I'm going to have to start playing really cautiously. I've burned kind of all that nice feeling free hit points. Alright, resolving some dice. I'm not going to need that white die. I will use this robot. It's a 6 and a -1 attack space, so spending energy, making it a 5, and that's going to blow up this ship This ship, both white ships. That feels great. Love that. These are what fucking suck. But okay. Let's go ahead and use the 5 in this energy room for 5 energy. I'll just leave that robot there, I guess. And then this, I have 2 5-1s to research. This one's free, energy-wise. So I'll use it to move over this 4. And this one, yeah, I'll spend the energy to take 5-1 and get over this 1 and 3. That's the best thing going for me right now, is that I'm already halfway up the research track, give or take. That feels really good. I am going to need this room for that 12 at the end of the track. So I've got to keep this excavator moving. Speaking of which, the mothership moves, pushing the excavator back 2 spaces. But that's a must-have to win the game. Okay, so I've got to prioritize that. All right, we're going to distribute these ships and reveal a new number. It's a 4. I'm getting all the high ones out of the way early for what that is worth, I guess. Okay, rolling the other dice. White, 1 and 5, gray, 2 and 3. Well, where do we like a 5? Anywhere? I mean, a 5 goes great on the left or right, I guess, because who fucking cares what number is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like a 5 to excavate. I would need like a 6 there to excavate. Yeah, I would. Okay, I really want a 6 there. 5 is good for research again. Or a 5 goes just fine in this red space, this attack space. But there's not a lot to shoot at this round. I'm just going to put the 5... I definitely want to use the 5 here. I don't like it in with these 2 columns that would move it and double it up in another column. So, alright, I guess I'm just going to put it on the right. Oh, jeez, there's just nothing useful to do there. Get energy? Yeah, because I don't want to use this energy space this round. I want to excavate there. If I get a 6. Okay, sure. I'll put it there. This one moves in, damages us. Alright, re-rolling the rest. Come on, sticks. Give me a 6. Another 5, and a 2 and a 1. I mean, a 5 excavates fine, but I would have just loved a 6 there while the number like doesn't matter. 4 is great in this column for lining up a shot. But am I even going to take a shot this turn? I do not like this column. I don't like any of the spots it could land here. Other than, I guess, the 2 is fine. Alright, let's put the 5... Okay, you know, I guess I'll just use the 5 to excavate, which means I'm going to put the 2 somewhere in this column. I guess I'll go ahead and take the 2 as energy. So that'll damage me. I just wanted that done before I put the 5 here. What am I doing? Oh, no, I'm excavating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Because this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I didn't want it to get an extra turn. All right, re-rolling this since I placed a white die. It's a 3. My options are these 2 columns. I can get a lot of energy if I just put it there. I don't love it moving left because then that would all move 4. So why don't I just... You know what, I could research with this. 3 minus 1 get a 2. Yeah, it's gonna move both ships, but I don't know what else to do about that. Okay, I'm gonna put it in research. So here's what we've got. Oh, first, the column I didn't use is gonna go, oh wait, so sorry. I put a 3 in research. 1, 2, 3, this moves over. Then frustratingly, this 4 is going to move this column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it actually moves over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're almost done. We have a 1 and a 3 left, and then we get that die. Not a moment too soon. All right, I wonder if I should have considered actually trying to let one of these land on a mothership space and skip the base damage, just because we're hurting there. But yeah, that is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this 5 in energy as a robot. This 3, I can spend an energy to research for 2, which moves us up a spot. This 2 is just +2 energy. This 5 is going to spend an energy to excavate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty solid. Okay, I'm like 1 big excavate away from unlocking the double research, and then I can hopefully really fly up that track. The mothership's going to move, damaging the base. 2 hit points left. I can only safely take 1 more damage. All right, going into a new round. It's the 1. Okay. Okay, so the column I don't move, and let's line these up. Column I don't use will only move 1 space. That's not too scary at all, except in the second column, which would accelerate the mothership. Plus, we'd really like to probably line up a... I think the plan this turn is to get some ships killed. All right, let's roll these dice up. We'll straighten that robot. Here we go. 5, 5, 2, 1. Every time I go a little while without playing Under Falling Skies, it becomes like easy in my memory. I think like, oh yeah, you just roll some dice, you play some dice. I win most of the time, which I guess is true, because when I'm playing on 1 or 2 threat. But it's so stressful. Oh, it is not an easy game. Okay. So, where is a 5 strong? Definitely in this column. That lines up a great shot. So, like, I could use a 5 just for a short little excavate, just to put a 5 there. But I could also get 5 energy or research for 5. 5 is a great number to research with a 2 and a 3 there right now. So let me throw the 5 in a research in that column. Do I want to play a white or gray one? Do I want another 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't like it there. I don't particularly like it here. A 2 would be great in this middle column. Don't like it here. Don't particularly like it. No, I don't think I care about the gray 5. So I'm going to place this 5 in research. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reroll the rest. 5, 5, 4. Geez, I was just saying 5s are not exciting. How about some more 5s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could excavate to here with a 5. And then this one would move over, which I don't love unless I were to like line up another ship here. I have 2 5s. Well, I could research for a lot this turn. This one is a +2. I've got to fire my guns too. You have to do so many things with so few dice. I think I like the 4 here. This would attack for 6 and get this down onto an explosion. Let me just do that now. I'm gonna put the 4 in this red room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So these 2 are now set to be, killed. The 5s are a bigger issue. I don't know that anything else, that I can line up any other shots with these unless I place the white and hope for a useful reroll on the gray. But I do want to gain some energy here because I'm looking at spending 4 already, which is everything I have. So probably I just want to throw a 5 in here to research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then throw my white 5 into this energy room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this can't move over. Yeah, okay, I guess that's a play. Am I happy with it? I don't know. I didn't excavate. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Well, I'll prioritize that next round, I swear. Okay. The middle column that I didn't place a die in moves 1 space, slides over there. When do we get... Let's see. Oh, so I've been removing them as I flip them, but really like this last one we flipped and remain on top of the die. So there's one more round of not having my 5th die, and then I get it back. That's going to be exciting. But let's resolve these rooms first. Let's spend some energy, because then I have a lot of energy coming my way. So I'll spend 2 to fire the guns. Uses my robot and my worker. That'll defeat, that was 6 strength, that'll defeat both of these red ships. The research here, it's 5. So I'll spend 2 energy, going up a total of 5 on the track. Solid. Now I'll go ahead and use this room to gain 7 energy, 10 minus 3. And finally, I will research in this room 5 plus 2, spending 2 energy to research for 7. I can just go 4 and 2, but that's got me really high on the track, so I'm feeling good there, but the mothership is going to move down. Push the excavator back 3. So I have to have this double room. There's no way around it. I have to get that excavated. Okay. So I actually get to choose where these ships respawn, because there's 3 empty columns and just 2 ships. I hate this column. This one that just has 2 motherships and so few explosions, so I think I'm gonna do those 2. Okay. Top of the round, we flip the final token before we can use the gray die. It's a 3. Alright, well we like the 3 in this column, at least if we're trying to line up shots this time. We'll see how the dice fall. If they're low, then we maybe don't need to blow up ships. We will see. Alright, excavating is top priority. If I excavate here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that also moves that ship onto an explosion. I think I'm just going to do it. Let me just think about, do I want to use any gray dice before that white one? It's a 3 and a 4. 3 and 4 both line up shots here. Maybe and those shots are going to be like 4 and 5, so I definitely need a decently high gun room attack then. So I guess, why don't I put this 4 in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, I'll figure out later whether I'm actually firing that gun or whether I am attacking, or putting a robot there. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, I guess the 3 over here, like where would it go? I don't like it in research in that column. I don't really need another gun unless I was just going to put a robot there, but it's just a 3. Okay, I'm not going to use that right now, I guess. Yeah, that could also be the blank column, which would be 3, and line up a shot. Okay, I'm going to use the white 5. So that will excavate 5, move the ship 5. I need a drink. Cheers, by the way. Okay. The other dice are re-rolled. It's a 4 and a 3. I think those are the same numbers I had just been looking at. Alright. Well, I don't like 3 in the rightmost column, because it would move the mothership. It's not the worst thing for like 1 or 2 mothership triggers, but I still don't, well, maybe a mothership now would stop it from bumping research back. I don't want to lose that for research. You know what? Fuck it. I guess let's try this. I am going to throw this 4 into this research room. It's going to have a -1 research for 3, which is enough to get a space up the track. And then that's going to move both of these ships up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That does line up a shot, and it does land on a mothership space. But that means it won't push back my research. And I can, over the next 2 turns, win. Right? Because next round, I can excavate the double research room, and then the turn after that, I win. That's the plan. Just win. Okay. It's easy when you put it that way. Okay. Then I just have a... Oh, that was a white die, so I have to re-roll the gray. It's a 5. Well, so I have a 3 happening in the column that... Okay, Arg! Okay. I don't want the 3 to hit here because it would move the mothership again, and I don't like that. A 5 there lines up a shot, but then I'm not taking any shots. Woof. Okay. But maybe I do it anyway. Probably put it in the energy room, and I'll put a robot there to finish the room later. That's probably the same thing I'm doing here, too. And so... Oh, I hate that I'm not taking a shot here. These are so terrible. I can only take 1 more damage safely. All right, I guess I got to do it. I'm gonna move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one, because it's my last chance to take a shot. Add it. Well, I was gonna use my pilot to just blow it up. But I guess I'll wait because I can see next round what I roll, and if I want to put like a 1 in anti-air in that column, I could. So I'll keep my options open. I won't use it yet, but that's probably getting blown up before I let that ship move any further. Sheesh. These other columns at least have another spot where I can attack, so... Okay. Well, so that leaves column number 2 to resolve the 3, which has no ships in it. So that whiffs. And I guess I am going to resolve these with a lot of robots. Putting a 5 robot in this energy room, a 4 robot in this gun room. But then I can research for 4-1, spending 1 energy, getting up there. And I can excavate, spending 1 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at the top of the round, while the mothership moves, it's going to spawn 2 white ships, which will go definitely there and also here. And I get my 5th die back. Thank God. Okay, I've got 2 robots in some clutch rooms. I have 5 dice. This feels like maybe it's doable. Let's try this. All right. We've got a wide variety here. A white 6, a white 2, and then 3, 3, 1 on the grays. Well, I was saying that I might want to just anti-air with a 1 because, well, the research is good in this column, is the other good thing. If I would be pretty happy with a 4 in this column. I could blow this one up with my pilot and then line up a shot on the white ship. I don't have a 4. But I'd be happy with 1, so maybe I wait until I reroll. What else do we have going on? 3 in this column lines up a shot and is a pretty decent thing in the energy room. I think I'll do that. Oh, but a 3 is also like the right amount to excavate. This is brutal. Can I win next round? It's time to decide because you can start worrying less about blowing up ships if you just plan to win. I can throw that 6 in this in one of these research rooms to get to just below the 12. And then as long as I'm excavating, then next time I can research for 12-ish, and geez, it has a +1, so I'll need great numbers in there. But yeah, right, I'll just roll great numbers. It's that easy. So, let's put the 6. If I win next round, it's fine if this ship goes here. Because it's never going to go the rest of the way. Right? I would like a 5 for this column in this weapon. I don't have a 5. I would like a 4 in this column. I don't currently have a 4. I do like a 3 in this column. So I think I'll do that before I do any rerolls. Let's put a gray 3 in this column, lining up a shot, and that one is at least safe. I like a safe space for it to be. What am I saying? It's okay if it's here. I would need to put like a 1 in anti-air. Yeah, that's pretty risky. I mean, I can take 1 damage. Yeah, I think I have to. I'm gonna throw this 6 in research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Insane. I have 2 hit points with 4 ships in the bottom 3 rows. All right, rerolling the rest of the dice because we placed away. A 6, a 2, and a 1. That's not really what we wanted, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6 is fine in the middle column, but what would we do with it? Just attack? And not worry about this one? Yeah, actually. Probably. And that would reroll these, and these are shit, so that's good. I need a 3 or a 4 to excavate, or higher. It can be higher, actually. But I really would like a 3 or a 4 for the purposes of this ship moving. Yeah, let's place the 6 in this gun room, and then this one, that's at least doesn't cost me energy. This robot continues to go unused, but that's okay. Okay, all 5 ships down right over Havana. Let's reroll these, and I really need a 3 or a 4. I got a 4. Oh, thank God. Okay. That 4 is going in this column, but not until I use Clinton to blow up this ship. Let's just get that out of here. Good work, Clinton. Very much not a Will Smith Independence Day reference, I'm sure. And put that here to excavate. Beautiful. Okay. So I've got I'm happy with research, happy with excavation. I'm happy with shooting. Oh, sorry, this white ship should move. There. So I'm taking out 2 reds, a white. These are the dangerous ones. This one is going to hit us next turn. This one is going to have to move 1 onto that space. So I just can't use that column next turn. But I don't think I need that column next turn. It should actually be okay. The last question is, what am I doing with the 2 in this column? I wish I could just use it to gain some energy. But I don't see that happening. Yeah, I actually don't know what I'm doing with it. Something just occurred to me as I've been stressing about how to excavate enough. I've never once in the, I don't know, 12 or more times I play this game, I've never once chained excavations. Like put a 3 spaces in, and then a 4 spaces ahead of that. Is that allowed? I guess it's too late for that to matter this game, but I'm gonna check that between games, or let me know in the comments. Can you excavate a lot in one turn by placing like multiple dice kind of at the right increments? It's never occurred to me until this moment. Huh. All right, let's see if we can wrap this up. This 2 is just gonna, it can't gain energy. It can't do meaningful research, but I guess I'll just throw it in a research room. Because I'd actually rather this move 2 than move left, I think. Well, maybe I don't even care. No, alright, I won't overthink it. Let's move on. Okay, resolving the rooms. I want to spend energy because then I'll gain a good amount. So let's research for 6, spending 2 energy. That's going to get me across the 5 and the 1. The mothership is going to push me back, but I'm just going to lose that 1. That is fine. The 6 here is going to spend no energy and blow up everything on a 6. So that's a white ship. 2 red ships get blown up. This looks a lot cleaner, except this is enough to lose. I'm going to excavate, spending an energy to move this 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. And then I will gain energy using these. 8 minus 3 is 5. And finally, I guess I might as well put a robot in this room since I'm not using it. That's actually enough to just get the 1 back later, after I lose the 1 to the mothership moving right now. Now I have a robot in there in the research -1 room. So all I have to do is get a 5 and a 6 into this double room because it has a +1. It's maybe just a little cut off on the camera there. Okay. I need a 5 and a 6, and I need to not lose. So I need a 5 and a 6 in those rooms. I'm not too worried, I guess. Oops, let's see, empty columns first. And then, let's see, red's going empty columns. White, I think, goes behind the furthest one down. Okay. I'm not really worried about the movement of these columns when I put the 5 and a 6 here. I'm just worried about these columns. Only one of them can cross to my base. So one of them needs to move, like this one needs to move 1 or 0, and this one needs to move 0, or this one needs to move 0. One of them can hit me. 1 more damage is okay. All right, here we go. Let's finish this off. Okay, I got big numbers. Oh wow. Okay, I think that this is an amazing roll. They're on the right colors of dice that I can put a 5 here, moving this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can put a 6 in the other one, and I should be in really good shape. I just need to consider whether I want to use this 4 or this 2 before I re-roll. Yes, the 2 in an anti-air here seems like the way to go. So I'm just going to throw the 2 here, move this 1 space, and I know that I'm not going to die this round. Then I can put the 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They even both, oh, not both end, but I have 2 ending up on explosions. So if I want to go for extra credit, I can blow them up. But now I reroll. 3 and a 4. Okay, this one can't, unless I put a 1 in anti-air, it's going to hit me, but it's not going to kill me. So that seems fine. I will just put this 3 here in an energy spot. This red ship hits me. I'm at 1 hit point. This one moves 3 spaces. We'll re-roll this gray die. It's a 1. That seems fine. I'll just throw it there in anti-air. Ship won't even move. Okay, I think we have it. Just to play it out, I have this robot researching for exactly 1 to get this 1 value space back. And then I have 11 plus 1 is 12, spending 2 energy. Got it. And this is going to gain 3 energy. Whew. Okay. That was something. In the 2/3 of the way through there, I thought I was sure to die, and that I was a little too cavalier taking damage in the early game. But it turns out I wasn't. I played it perfectly. Completely and utterly perfectly, I guess. And so I will log the game. We got our little campaign book here. So we were in Havana on the reinforcement scenario. And I had Clinton Harper along. I think I think the backside here is where I'm supposed to be logging the destroyed cities. I'll double check that and fix that for next time. But I think it's something like that, which is why kind of chapter 4 just has a long list for cities. I don't really know what that's going to mean for chapter 4, but that's fun of getting through a campaign. Some twists and stuff. I'm also going to put a 2 there because I played that on threat 2. Go me. Sweet! I'm really pleased with how that went. Thank you for watching. I would love that answer about excavation, and then any tips that you have for me, as I'm sure that this is just going to get weirder and weirder as I move through the other chapters. So join me for chapter 2 sooner than last time, I promise. I will finish this campaign, and it will be a lot quicker than the gap between the last video and this one. That is my promise to you. If you haven't liked this video yet, I'd love if you did. Same with subscribing to the channel. We're just starting to reach that kind of medium-sized point where we're getting some attention from publishers and stuff who are asking us to do some playthroughs. Optimal Play has always been in this for the love of the hobby, but it's really cool to have that access and to be able to make those things for you. So those subscriptions in particular, I think really help us out. So does liking, so does watching more of our videos. Do all that stuff, and I'll be back for chapter 2 of Under Falling Skies in the near future. Till then, be optimal.